Pull up. I go in. I already see like what it is. It's hella white people. Ain't nothing wrong with white people. I love white people. I love white bitches. Y'all know me. But I go up in that bitch. I'm like, all right, man. This hip hop? Is this a hip hop concert? I had to look at the tickets a couple times. Like Wells Fargo Center. I'm not going to the baseball like Phillies joint, right? This is okay. Drake and Future. Yeah, I'm going to the right shit. Get up in there. Again, it's very mixed. When I mean so mixed, it's like old, super young. Like you'll see, there's a 5-year-old I seen up in that bitch. 5. I see multiple kids that are definitely under 10. We having fun. So one little nigga, well, he's not a black kid, but he's a white kid. Behind me annoying as shit. We got some niggas who are goons, who look like goons, look like they about it. I don't know. Then you got some niggas, and this was tripping me up. The most thing that tripped me up, there's this one nigga in there crying, yo. It's fucking me up. It's fucking like, yo, why is he crying? Yo, he's with his girl, and yo, Drake comes out, and he starts singing like a ballad. Which one was it? No, which one was it? I can't remember which song. Was it Hotline Bling? Yo, but this month, he had on a Yeezus cap. Man, listen, if you're a Kanye fan, y'all looking sus out here now. Had on a Yeezus hat. He was with a white chick, and I mentioned on the video. He started hyperventilating. He looks exactly how all these new niggas look. Rocking all this hype B shit. Look exactly like one of them. Right? But as Drake came out, I seen tears form, and I'm like standing next to him. I'm like, yo, what's going on out here? But the dude started crying. He's with his girl. His girl ain't crying. His girl ain't. Yo, he is like fucking. It's like him. I don't like. He was fucking like dickmatizing that bitch. Like it, nigga couldn't act. His girl is consoling him like, come on, baby. I know. You're seeing Drake. Come on, relax. And I'm kind of looking around like, what the fuck is going on up in this bitch? The niggas are crying and the bitches are actually consoling the niggas. What the fuck is going on? I'm telling you. Now, it's not just a one person thing. Males. Dudes are standing up on their chairs. The bitches on the floor. Actually, there was some chicks like they twerking. I mean, regulars because they got hits. You know what I mean? They're twerking. The niggas they're fighting their way to the front. I'm like, what's going on out here? It's looking spooky. But I look up to the right of me because I'm on the floor. I'm like 10 rows. I'm in the 10th row or something like that. But from what I'm looking at, I look to my right and I see like a bunch of old white dudes. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing here? But I'm like, you know, I seen some kids. These are the chaperone for the kids. Until Drake comes out. These niggas are singing word to word. I put up a video. That guy, I saw him. The guy in the blue, I ain't recorded a video. But because to be honest, yo, I only recorded stuff that I thought he was going to diss me. I ain't going to lie to you. Like, I'm not a recording type of guy like that. Like, I spent hella money to go to a concert. I just want to I fuck with your music. Let me just enjoy, you know what I mean? You want to get it turned. Enjoy the atmosphere, but I don't need to be recording it. Like, it's corny when I see people recording everything. So I'm not that guy. But anytime he was about this Meek, I'm like, listen, nigga, I'm here. I might as well get. This is about to be a video of this bitch. Fuck that. So that's like I recorded him doing back to back. Once I realized Wayne was coming, I recorded that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And I think him in Future for like 2 seconds. But anyway, let me take it back actually. And if you guys are just joining in, I went to Drake and Future concert yesterday in Philly. It was unlike any hip hop experience I ever had. I'm even beginning to question if it was hip hop, which is a good thing for Drake because again, hood niggas don't really do nothing but do hood shit. Hold on, let me see. So we get in there. I'm noticing the demographic instantly. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of bad bitches, yo. For me, I'm in my element because I love bad bitches. Again, I mean, some of y'all like going to concerts where there's a bunch of men looking like they're ready to fight and beef. That's not really me. I kind of want to go to a concert where you could bag bitches or something like that. I mean, that's usually the motto when you go out as a male, I would think. Unless you're on that gangster shit, then you probably want to fight, right? So I go in there, I notice there's old men. I'm like, what the fuck? Little kids? Shaggy? I'm still looking around. I'm seeing that, like, dudes looking moist. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some dudes who look like they're real niggas in there, too. So it's everybody in there. It's a clusterfuck of people. Everybody who you could imagine who listens to music. But if I had to point them out, I want to say they were a Drake fan. I'd be like, oh, you're a Miley Cyrus fan. Oh, Bieber Valley, that's you. That's your fan right there. Oh, you? Okay, that's a Kodak Black fan right there. There's a couple of those. You know what I mean? Oh, you? Oh, it's Taylor Swift. It's some country shit. Like, you don't even listen to hip-hop. Why are you here? But all those people were there. The show starts, and the first person to come out is... Who is it? Is it Division? No. Roy Woods comes out. So Roy Woods and Division, they're opening performers. They come out. This is how much it's just Drake's show. There's a curtain. You know, like when you go watch a show, there's a curtain. These niggas perform in front of the curtain. It ain't like fuck a light for these niggas. They got one spotlight on them. You know what I mean? It's like they barely even want to play the music for them niggas. They got one spotlight on these motherfuckers. It's like, yo, get these niggas in and out. It's like, get on stage, nigga. You know what I mean? By the way, the whole time there's an Apple Music logo beamed on the fucking curtain. Simple as hell. These niggas don't have no tricks, no gimmicks. I mean, as I just told y'all, they're performing in front of the curtain, so we don't even see the set. You know what I mean? It's basically like the warm-up niggas. After they perform, so Roy Woods was cool. They barely getting reaction. People still getting food. Division, actually only one of them came out, but it was cool, very dope. I liked it because I like Division. And then after that, a DJ comes out. I'm not gonna lie, and he might listen to this later, because I probably will put this on YouTube. But the most lackluster DJ opening performance ever. And I started thinking about it because I hate criticizing people that do stuff that I do. Like, you know what I mean? I've always told you I don't criticize people in your own field and nothing like that. But maybe it's because like he couldn't play no Future to get the crowd turned. He couldn't play no Drake because they're about to come out. But he can't obviously play no Meek. They played a bunch of Uzi, but you know what I mean? That crowd, unless like half of the crowd got Uzi, half of the other crowd was like, we only know Drake. Like, what is this shit? You feel me? So he warms up the crowd for 25 minutes, and then essentially Drizzy comes out on stage, and Drake comes out hella quick. Like, he just comes out, gets in the Summer 16 first song. And the first song, he's dissing Meek already, man. He's like changing lyrics around. You know what I mean? I forgot what lyrics he changed around in Summer 16. But like, I'm there with like my brother, a couple people, and I'm looking there. I'm like, yo, this nigga dissing Meek already. It's like 5 seconds into the show. 5 seconds after this nigga comes in, like his stage is ridiculous. But I mean, of course, like any main performer would be like a Beyonce or something like that. Dissing Meek already, and I'm looking around. Because I'm like, we're in Philly. And basically, everybody's rocking with it. I would probably go as far to say more than half the crowd doesn't even know he's beefing with a nigga named Meek Mill. I'm not even lying to you. They don't even know who Meek Mill is. They don't even know that Drake is beefing with a nigga named Meek Mill. They just like the song. They probably think back to back is about the song Lethal Weapon. Oh, back to back like Lethal. Oh, what? They don't even know. They don't even know. Yo, somebody had a big smile. Yo, half of the time I was laughing, yo, because I was like, yo, this is a fucking joke. It felt like a parody up in that bitch. Because it was just too much shit going on. And when Drake comes out, he starts singing. Yo, it's mainly singing. Drake's show is mainly singing. Of course he raps. But he does one verse and then next song. But because he has so many hits, he did a hot mix of just hits. Like, this is how much hits Drake has. Versace doesn't even perform it. He performs 3 lines out of Versace. Pop That, he doesn't even do his verse. The DJ drops it. Don't stop. Drop that. Don't stop. Drop that. As soon as he about to get into his verse, he switches to something else. He did about 40 hits. And he did this shit. He did this shit. When he was like, yo, I should probably sign a hit boy because I got all the hit boy. I think that's part of the show. So what he does is that line keeps playing over and over again, but he's showing you how many hits he has. I should probably sign a hit boy because I got all the hit boy. Another hit. Damn. Okay, another one. So he does it for like an hour straight, 40 songs. So he's on stage at first for 40 minutes. Gets off stage. After he gets off stage, Future comes out. Future turns this shit all the way up. And even though it says Drake and Future tour, it's really Drake and friends. Because even though Future, because Drake was singing a lot in the first part, and of course the crowd was turned for Drake. I mean, it's Drake. The crowd was even more turned for Future because Future came with all that party shit. And he came with that, like, aggressive shit, too. Like, you know what I mean? With Drake, he got to balance it out. Like, he's rapping one time, then all of a sudden he starts singing. You're like... But, yo, essentially, man, Future had it turned. But the second half of the show is when it really went in. He didn't do back-to-back until... It was the second to last song. He did back-to-back, then he did Energy. No, it was one of the last 5 songs. But the whole time he was just talking shit to Meek. You know what I mean? He was calling Meek a pussy. He was like he hates him. And he did this one shit where he changed up the lyrics. He was like, yo, I'll never forgive that nigga. I don't know. He was going in, yo. He was going in. Future is that nigga, man. Future that nigga. Future that nigga. Future had like his little dance group come out. They hitting them folks and all that shit. Shit was top smooth. I like how Future did it. Future was good. But really, like, it felt like Future was almost like rushed. Like, none of his, and I don't know, maybe he just doesn't perform those songs anymore. But none of the songs that didn't come out within this last wave, like he has a lot of other songs. Like if they didn't fit a certain type of tempo, like Drake could go into a song like Fire and Desire. He starts off by performing most of Views. He goes in to Keep the Family Close. You Still With Me. He performs like half the album in the first set. So he's kind of going to some slower songs. Future just came out with club hits. And I think he kind of came up with club hits because he only had like 45 minutes. Drake performed for like 2.5 hours. Future 45 minutes. Wayne comes out. Wayne does his thing. And what else? Yeah, so it gets to the end of the show. He's been dissing Meek the entire night, man. Dissing Meek. He's like, yo, Philly, man. Yo, they said I was going to come here, but I had to come. And he kept taking shots by saying, yo, listen, like, I'm going to show y'all how y'all should be treated. This is what you deserve. And it was like he was talking to Meek like it's a bump. You know what I mean? It's pretty much like violating homie. And the thing is, yo, nobody in the crowd was ever, like, and that's what I'm saying, like, this is a completely different Philly crowd than Meek will pull. Nobody looking like, yo, Drake, what are you doing? They're all like, yeah. Some of them probably like, yo, who the fuck is Meek? Who is this nigga? So that goes on. Then he's like, yo, I bet y'all think I wasn't gonna come. Like I wasn't gonna come to this city. He's like, and he said it earlier. He was like, yo, this was gonna be the night that he was gonna make a statement. And when Back to Back came on, he acted like he was gonna sing Fire and Desire, which is a very soft song. So he acted like he was about to sing, and he said, nah, fuck that. He said, drop that shit. He was like, yo, I'm about to show this nigga who really run this shit. Drop that shit. Soon as that shit dropped, back to back, you look around, bro, you couldn't tell if you're in Philly or Toronto. I mean, the crowd, yo, even Drake's face, you could tell, like, it felt like it hurt him while he was delivering it. When he was like, yo, trigger fingers turning, like, he was like covering his face and letting the crowd sing. And the crowd was just wilding on it, like, it is what it is, man. But again, it's his tour. I mean, nobody's going to really show up to his tour to boo him. Like, who the fuck would pay hundreds of dollars to boo Drake at his own show? You know what I mean? That's kind of improbable. So, it is what it is. However, it was dope. It was dope. And then he talked to Meek directly after. He said, bruh, he said, when you watch this video over and over again, just remember you did it to your motherfucking self. All right? And just his tone and how he was really addressing Meek. Yo, if Meek was in that audience, or Meek's people was in that audience, which I thought they might have, or they may have, I don't know. I would think they would, like, buy some tickets to try to come up in that bitch, right? Meek, yo, he was like, yo, I'm about to show this nigga who really run this shit. Drop that shit. Soon as that shit dropped, back to back, you look around, bro, you couldn't tell if you're in Philly or Toronto. I mean, the crowd, yo, even Drake's face, you could tell, like, it felt like it hurt him while he was delivering it. Then he was like, yo, basically, if one of them were in there, they would have to shoot Drake. Like, Drake was too disrespectful. Too disrespectful. Like, he was literally acting like Meek was shit. He's calling Meek a pussy every 15 seconds, man. That pussy nigga. He's changing out every lines he could change in every song. He disses Tory Lanez. That one where he was talking about you not really from the city, they could tell. That wasn't to Meek. I thought it was to Meek at first, and I thought about it later. I was like, oh, that's the Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez called him out, talking about you can't come to Philly. He was chilling with one of the Dream Chaser dudes. But, yeah, man, very disrespectful. I'm not going to lie. I realized last night that I understood why Drake feels himself that much. Because when you have a 60-year-old dude with almost like an earring aid rapping your songs about dissing some other nigga, you gonna make me, you know what I mean? He changed the dope line. He was like, yo, you know how the line says, you gonna make me buy bottles of Charlamagne, but since he like bought bottles already, and since they had that moment where they took a picture, he said, you gonna make me pop bottles? So he changed it from bought to, or buy bottles to pop bottles of Charlamagne. But I ain't gonna lie, man, if I'm Meek, the only way he could win is shooting Drake. You gotta shoot him. Ain't nowhere else. Ain't nowhere else, bruh. Ain't nowhere else, man. Like, and I just did a podcast right before. Like, I called into, somebody has a podcast and they wanted me on, and I called up there, and they were asking me about, they're like, yo, what do you think he's gonna do when he gets to Jersey for Button? The same thing. Nigga has no consequences. He's gonna violate every fucking person in their city, and he's showing you you're a bum. That's what he's showing you. You're a bum. You can't pull 16,000 people in here. You can't do this as effortlessly as I'm doing it. And he's coming back to Philly. What you gonna do? Somebody says, what do I think about those dudes that try to play Drake? Bruh, okay. Let me tell you this. Truth be told, man, and this is my opinion, I haven't talked to those guys, but I could have sworn, but because I was all around that bitch. I was really, like, just trying to see what's up. As I said, it was a very safe environment. Like, I was known there like, yo, I hope I don't run into the savages. No, nigga, I'm hoping I don't try to fuck a bitch and run into her dad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a different environment. This is not the environment of savages. You did not feel like bodily harm could come to you. I don't have people like that. I didn't have people like that rolling into that show. No. Because I'm thinking like, first of all, who do I have problems with? That would be, well, you never know though. Secondly, I'm like, this is Drake's show. Yo, it was hella safe. It's the safest hip hop concert I've ever been to. I love it. I love it. Some of y'all might not love it. Some of y'all niggas love being at places where you could think, will I get shot? Like, this is exhilarating. No. Nothing happened. And speaking about the guys that say they were running up on Drake, again, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure I saw that guy or one of those guys. They were selling bootleg Summer 16 t-shirts outside the venue. For real. Like, I remember, because my brother was like, yo, damn, it was like, yo, Drake and Future got hustling real hard. They selling these shirts, like, they following niggas to the car trying to sell. And I had to be like, yo, nah, my nigga, that's not no Drake and Future shit. That's like locals that just printed up t-shirts and realized the tour's in town. You know, bitches leave the show, they feeling like, oh my God, they're in ecstasy now. They wanna have a Summer 16 shirt to kind of have the moment. And that's what it is. And these dudes that is doing their hustle. I really think I saw one of them selling a Summer 16 shirt. I'm telling you. I saw it. I'm like, yo. That's why when I saw it, I was like, wait, huh? That's why when some sites or some Instagram pages, they were like, oh, a dream chaser member. I know this was no chase. That's a nigga hustling. Niggas hustling. That's not, it's not no chases. I don't even want y'all to give me that up. That's a regular nigga. That's a regular nigga, dog. I'm not even lying, bro. They were selling Summer 16 tour shirts and Views shirts outside the venue. And Future shirts, too. And the reason why they were definitely even bootleg, first of all, like, come on, man. Them niggas looking kind of dusty. That's first of all. Second of all, right? Like, when niggas was leaving, it was like a fucking fire sale. Them niggas like, yo, half off on the t-shirts. Yo, y'all can get these 3 for 10. Because they know after the tour leaves that city, them shits is worthless unless they're going to follow the tour to the next place. That's what it is. Young Simba said, dog, stop ruining the show. I'm pulling up on Summer 16 on Thursday. Bro, no, I mean, I didn't really give it away. I mean, all I'm telling you is the stuff that he did to Meek. I don't think he does that at every show. Like, he might do it when he performs back-to-back. But I'm telling you, specifically in Philly, every song that had a rap in it, he made sure to change lines to aggressively talk to Meek Mill. Okay? So, I'm pretty much telling you the stuff that happened with Meek. I mean, other than that, it's whatever. Someone says, if any bad thing, well, Young Simmons says, any bad things on Link Up. By the way, Rosenberg was low-key right about Drake. He's performing a bunch of females and white people. Only reason that shit was cool in Philly. Well, all right, here's the question. Could Meek Mill pull out 15,000 or 16,000, whatever the capacity for the Wells Fargo Center? Could he pull out that capacity without any big names on the bill? Like, of course, I know Future helps Drake. Okay, I know. But let's not say Nicki. Let's say, okay, Meek and Future. Would they pack that arena? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. And I don't say that to discredit Meek. Because, of course, Drake's on a different level. What I do say that to say, though, is the fact that when you have that many people in the building, bruh, it's not going to be hood niggas. Like, let's be honest, bruh. Like, come on now. Do hood niggas go to the basketball? Like again, just what we saw with the Atlanta Hawks, yo, when it comes to arenas and stuff like that, they prefer, like, clientele who not hood. Like, niggas who actually going to drop bread. White bitches, middle-aged niggas, and non-hood niggas. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Cap Nemo says the Dream Chasers forgot how to chase. Them pussy niggas like Drake come into their house and take a shit on the carpet. Honestly, man, I know a lot of people are getting at Meek for that. But what could he have done? He would have got embarrassed. Yo, there was so much police out there, bodyguard. Yo, you felt completely safe. Unless you're on a suicide mission, you wouldn't have done shit. Now, maybe if the only thing y'all could possibly even say, well, if Meek was really about that life, the same way when Wayne went to Atlanta and his bus got shot up when they were leaving, maybe that could happen. But you weren't doing nothing to Drake in that venue. You gonna get how the fuck? You could have 200 niggas. Y'all gonna get through everybody, like all them cops. None of y'all got pistols, or maybe that would be the parking lot. Drake not even in the parking lot. Drake is completely inside the building. When he does leave the building, he's in a truck. Yo, them dudes ain't even see Drake, man. Trust me. Ain't even see Drake, bro. Somebody said, what would I do if I was in Meek's position? I don't know. I mean, listen, you look crazy in your hometown. And the reason why you look crazy is because you're always talking that aggression shit. And when you have been talking that aggression shit, and a nigga who supposedly is ducking you comes to your city, even though I understand you can't get to him, it still looks bad. Because homie was in there running this shit. It's like they didn't give a fuck about you. And it's not Philly not loyal. Yo, some of them bitches, they don't even know who Meek Mill is. I'm telling you, dog. They don't know who Meek... Yo, legit. Because... Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know if I told y'all this. So there was this Middle Eastern chick in front of me, a bunch of them. And she was drunk. She was like, yo, I can't wait for Drake. Oh, my God, Drake, I finally get to see him. She's going in, having a fangirl moment. She's like, oh, man, he's such a fucking savage. So it caught my eye. Like, I was hella quiet because I'm like, I don't even want too many niggas to even, like, recognize me. I'm like, I just want to keep it cool, chill, low-key, enjoy the show. I'm not a nigga who, like, I try to get attention. I'm like, I'm straight. But hearing that shit, I was like, wait, Drake's a savage? She says, of course Drake's a fucking savage. Huh? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's like, Drake, I'm like, listen, Alright, I'm gonna clean up what you just said. What you really mean to say, if anybody's a savage tonight that's coming out, it's Future. She said, who's Future? Dead ass. Who Future? Who? Who Future? Yo, that's what it is. Yo, Drake got some people that don't even know hip hop. I've been telling y'all, Drake is their hip hop. Telling you. Somebody said the Chubbs, whatever. Yo, he changed some line about Chubbs. It was dope. I ain't seen no Chubbs. He might have been there. I don't know. For real, man. Yo, that's when I realized, I was like, wow. And you know what? And the thing is, the girl tried to almost like go in on me, and I had to like almost check her. But there was two chicks, like, which it was the only hood chicks in my section, okay? Because probably the only hood chicks that would pay that much money. But I think they were from Philly though. Because she looked at me, she was like, just because I asked, I'm like, yo, Drake Savage? She was like, wait. She was like, yo, wait, where are you from? No. I think I said to her, I was like, wait. No, I think I asked her where she was from. I was like, wait, where are you from where you consider Drake Savage? I was like, if Drake was from where you're from, would he be a savage? She's like, hell fucking yeah. I'm like, all right. So she's like, where are you from? So she assumed I was from Philly. And instantly she's like, you must be one of them dirty niggas from Philly. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, what the fuck? But then them two girls right next to me who was ghetto as hell. I mean, they were just really big Drake fans. I mean, they weren't like ghetto, but like, if we had to say there was some ghetto people in there, it would be them. All right. But they were really just big Drake fans. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna really, wow. But they were hella offended. but pretty much that's a Drake fan, yo. That's a Drake fan. Nothing matters except Drake. And again, it is what it is. It is what it is, yo. It is what it is. She says Drake is a savage. And pretty much everybody was like that. For the most part. Again, there was some regular people up in there. And don't get me fucked up like, oh, if you go, you gotta be gay. No. There's some regular people up in there. But you see a lot of shit. Like, I've never seen a grown man cry like that. I never seen it. I never seen a grown man shake like. Drake did this shit where he gets on this thing and it takes him all around the arena because he wants to tell people like, yo, he plays, I forgot what song he plays, but he plays like a little love song and he flies around the place and he's pointing at the crowd like, oh, look at you, you look so beautiful. Oh shit, oh my man rocking the Views t-shirt, my nigga, thank you. You know what I mean? Very soft voice. So he's doing it so he's above us and all that shit. Yo, this nigga's almost having a heart attack. I'm looking at this nigga like, yo, what's wrong with this nigga, B? He's about to die. Losing it. I'm like, damn. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I of course I enjoy the fucking concert and like I fuck with Drake's music. But I was really laughing there because I'm like, yo, I've never seen people act that way over anybody. I've never been starstruck. Never been. But to watch men, and like men who I would think, like these are black dudes too. They don't be like, oh, that's how them white dudes. No, he's black. It's a black dude. It was a Yeezus hat. It was with a white girl. I don't know. I didn't take that many videos, yo. I got one of Wayne. Yo, Wayne looks he looks so fucking different from everybody. Yo, there's a quality about people where he says somebody looks like a star. And it's clear that either Wayne is a fucking crackhead or he looks like a star. He don't look like a regular nigga. You get me? You know how Jay-Z, I mean, of course Jay's Jay, so like you know it's Jay, but Jay looks like a regular nigga. Like Wayne comes out with fucking shades. He like his dreads or whatever you want to call it now, it looks crazy. Double cup in his hand. The way how he talks, like I mean, Wayne's just that nigga. Wayne's that nigga. And Drake wore Iverson's jersey first half. Again, the nigga has two halves. Comes out twice. 2.5 hours. The first time he comes out, essentially he performs a bunch of quick hits, but he comes out in an AI jersey. But the second half he comes out in Dr. J jersey. So yeah. Somebody said he's still on the lean. Yeah, he's still on the lean. Bro. Still on the fucking lean, bro. Somebody says, let these chat niggas know Drake performed in Philly, but Philly wasn't really in attendance. The people there were white people or Indians who most likely live in the burbs. I'm tired of seeing people say my city disloyal. Put some respect on Philly and Meek's name. I agree, but here's the thing. I mean, even though it's from the burbs, it's still people. It counts as people. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Again, it wasn't no hood. If you're a Meek fan, the only thing I could definitely say to make you feel good is that it wasn't the hood up in there. The hood definitely wasn't up in there. But it doesn't still defeat the purpose that most of those people live in Philadelphia, and Drake's pull is so big, he could have a bigger audience than you in your city. It's just not the hood. Somebody says, yo, you should slap that hoe that says Drake pussy ass was savage. Fuck over your sweatshop. Yo, trust me, man. When you walked up in that joint, you felt moisture. Like, you knew there's a bunch of moist niggas up in there. And again, it's not all people. Some people look like they were just, they're there for a good show. Actually looked like there was a couple goons up in there. Not too much, but like, you know what I mean? They look like they might bust their guns. So I don't want to just like make it seem like it's just all women and like flexy dudes and bitch ass niggas or something like that. But I'm not gonna lie, if we're doing a numbers game, you're definitely outnumbered.